back. So today we will be making almond butter banana bread. It is a delicious take on your traditional banana bread. And as you can see, I stuck the camera in a different spot today. I don't know why I hadn't been sticking you guys there to begin with, but gonna give it a shot and see how this goes. But let's get right into it. First, we're going to be making the almond butter topping that goes right on top of the banana bread. So what you're going to do is in a separate bowl, you're going to combine 1 teaspoon of melted coconut oil, and then I'm going to add in 3 tablespoons of almond butter, and then 1 tablespoon of sugar. I'm gonna start with the sugar so I don't get my tablespoon all dirty with almond butter, but so 1 tablespoon into your bowl, and then I'm going to add in 3 tablespoons of the almond butter. Just gonna mix that up. Once you have that all mixed, you're going to leave it off to the side until the end. Next, you're going to mix together all of your dry ingredients. So it is 1 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour, and then it is also baking soda, baking powder, salt, and cardamom. I will put the recipe in the link in the description so you guys can follow along with me. I just can't remember the sizing of all of those baking soda, baking powder, so I'll just link it for you guys to follow along. But once those are in your bowl, you're going to whisk it together. Next, you're going to crack 2 cold eggs, so I just took them out of the fridge, right into your bowl of 2/3 cup of granulated sugar. You'll want to whisk this together vigorously for about 30 seconds. Once that's mixed together, it will look like this consistency. It will be slightly thickened and it will be a light yellow color. Now we're going to add in the rest of our wet ingredients. I'm actually going to transition them into the other bowl as we do this. So what I have is a cup of mashed bananas. I'm going to mix the egg and banana together first. Then I'm going to mix in the coconut oil. This is also melted just so it mixes more easily. I have 1/2 cup of coconut oil right in the bowl. Next, I'm going to add in the Greek yogurt. I thought I was buying a vegan Greek yogurt, but what I bought was Greek yogurt that also has coconut cream. So this will not be vegan, but it will be close. Now I'm going to add in my almond butter. It is 1/2 cup of almond butter. Lastly, I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and I'm just gonna eyeball it. Oh, that's a teaspoon. Okay, so now you do want to whisk it all together so it is completely combined, and don't worry about it getting stuck on your whisk. It's not thick enough, so you don't have to worry about that. It smells delicious and it comes together pretty easily. Now I'm going to start combining the dry ingredients right into the wet ingredients. I'm going to add in a little bit at a time, and I'm going to go back to using my spatula. You don't want to overwork this, so you are just gently folding it into the batter. That's also why I'm not using my electric mixer. The last thing I'm going to add into the batter are some chopped roasted almonds. So it's about 1/2 cup, but I'm going to add in a little bit at a time just to make sure it's the consistency that I prefer. Comes together beautifully. The almonds are all incorporated. Next, we're going to pour it right into our pan. So the pan is greased with coconut oil, and then I put 2 pieces of parchment in horizontally and vertically so it fits in very nicely. Now I'm going to ladle the batter right in. I'm going to use a butter knife just to smooth out the top. So the batter comes together very easily, very quickly. This is what it looks like once it's in your pan. Now I'm going to dollop the original almond butter mixture right to the top, and then we're going to take a fork and make little swirls in the top. Now I'm going to take a fork and draw designs over the dollops. Once you have your designs to a place you like it, you are all set. So I'll show you just a little closer. So hopefully you can see that the almond butter is swirled throughout the top. So this was incredibly easy to make. I'm gonna pop her in the oven for about 60 minutes, and I'll check back in at 55 minutes just to make sure it's rising okay and cooking evenly. But in the oven she goes. My 55-minute timer just went off, so I'm gonna check on the loaf now. Oh my gosh, did this rise? Can you guys see that? It rose definitely a lot. The swirl didn't stay in too much at the top, but the design is still sort of there. It still looks nice, but I'm gonna stick it with a fork to see if it's completely cooked. So the center is still a little wet, so I'm gonna stick it back in there for another 5 minutes. Okay, so it was in there for another 5 minutes. I'm going to check it now. It should be completely cooked. It definitely is. The fork came out clean. It looks perfectly cooked, and now it just needs to cool for about 20 minutes. But I can't wait to try this bad boy out. So thanks for joining me, everyone, and I will see you next time.